It's like people read the card and only see have Martyr lose the game. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I think there's a big psychological bias against Martyr just because it includes the words lose the game on the card. A lot of people seem really hung up on that, not realizing that the situations in which she loses you the game are kind of narrow. If you're playing a deck that can fill the board somewhat consistently, she doesn't really have a downside, right? Emergency Martyr nerf when they're gonna move the patch and move the patch up and bring back OTAs because of this Martyr deck. Glenn Jones just sent me a DM about it. I got excited for a second, but isn't this literally just the Gladiator animation? Or am I misremembering Gladiator? I mean, it's a slick animation. I agree with that. Concur. Brace yourself for the Redditors. Why didn't the Martyr move post? Yeah, so the Martyrs will work like multiple Captain Marvels work in that they won't consider each other in how they move. Martyr's a solution to Cerebro 4. Maybe. To set a low bar, that probably wouldn't be the worst thing I play on this stream. I think we do this, and then next turn we go Blue Marvel into the Cloning Vats. And then we go Martyr plus Blue Marvel on the last turn. Could you explain why she's worse at a 1-4 than as a 2-6? Yeah, because of Killmonger, largely.
Victory.
All right, well, when we have all the Martyrs, it's pretty good. Won 2 in a row, 200% win rate. That's how the math on that works, right? Something like that. What Martyr after watching these two games? Listen, Chad, is any other deck going to give you a solid 200% win rate like this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I will say, so one thing that's interesting about Martyr that I like from a game theory perspective is that, like, Titania is not a card that you want to play on curve because your opponent can end up taking her over to the board. But Martyr's downside means I can just play her on 1 and not really feel too terrible about it. Shuri's Lab is not a stellar location for us. Jeff is our singular card that has synergy into it. I do have Shang-Chi and Valk, I suppose. Monk Rickety Bridge. think it's just this, so I can peel Valk or Blue Marvel next turn. Nailed it. I am relatively confident that Martyr's movement happens after Rickety Bridge happens, because this is after the turn, but this is after the game. If that makes sense. We didn't hit either of our 5-drops here, but I think this is good. T.O. Marshall, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. I assume she jumps and murders herself here if they don't play to Rickety Bridge. So she'd leave Rickety Bridge if she was the only one there. Yes. Okay, let's see how this. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. No, we're just playing against a Killjoy. Got it. We still win, right? Despite the Killmonger? Okay. No, it's a full tie, sure.
Tie.
I feel like playing Killmonger on the day where a potentially not playable anyways 1-drop releases is just like the biggest thief of joy you could possibly be. Just like the card's already gonna struggle to like... Wait! Why did I lose a snap point for a draw? That's fucked up. That should not be a thing. It should be 0-0 for a draw. I'm gonna go complain about that. Can you lose points for a draw against a weaker player? No. Not in a game that has that much risk. Martyr causes you to lose those as well. Got it. Checks out. People will lose points while winning too. So a lot of people don't understand how Marvel Snap's ranking system works. And losing snap points is different than losing ranked position. I am complaining about the second, not the former. It is not unreasonable or unrealistic for you to periodically lose rank after winning a game because other people around you gained more. Because remember, your visible position on the snap ladder is determined by how you're comparing to other people around you. It's not just a static number. We do lose this path to a Dark Hawk, unfortunately. We don't lose it to that one! Get out of my house! Is this an upgrade or a downgrade? It's -2... +2 +1. I'm probably just supposed to Blue Marvel, right? I feel like you need Luke Cage a sec. Do you feel like I need Luke Cage because you're currently staring at Necrosha on the board? Is that why you feel you need Luke Cage? Tell me more about your feelings, please. Why no Elsa and Kitty play this deck? Well, Elsa is not good with Shauna, right?
Escape.
Oh, she's awkward with Shauna, I guess I should say. Elsa means you can't Shauna on the last turn, is like the TLDR. You have to Shauna proactively, and you're not always gonna be in a spot where you wanna Shauna proactively. Is it nuts to play this on one? Probably fine, right?
This just in.
Jeff showing his nuts on streaming. And no chat, the Manscaped segment isn't again until later next month. I assume we're just dead to a Killmonger deck. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go play this deck at Conquest so we can not spew rank points.
Escape.
So I'm gonna ask, how do you feel at armor this deck? I think you're probably dead to Killmonger even with armor, so you might as well not pretend that it can be a thing. He's a January card, maybe. I think there's a good chance it's bad even with the January card. We're gonna kick the tires on this for a little bit, then we'll try a Moon Girl build.
Breaking news.
Oh, snap.
Having shaking my opener to the Lockjaw deck sounds good. In for that.
Opponent snapped.
Ooh, discard Lockjaw. Makes the Shang-Chi a little worse, notably.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Well then. What's out of this? Oh, they're Hela. That makes sense. All right, one Valkyrie, please. Normally bad. Just do this now? I think we just do this now. I assume we're dead. They're putting an OTA back on the schedule for 12/21. All right, so I'm gonna do the typical internet gamer thing for a second and take some good news and interpret it in the least charitable, most negative way possible. They're putting the OTA for the 21st back on the schedule because they know the patch on the 5th isn't gonna change shit about Eliath and Professor X. I think is the least charitable, most negative way to interpret that news. They know that they're gonna need to put a finger on the scale. Mother of God, he's right. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that they're putting it back on the schedule, but that's definitely my off-the-cuff interpretation of it. Sorry, Second Dinner. I've been injured by Eliath for the last month and a half, and I'm jaded, but that's about where I'm at. Oh, that's actually potentially a little annoying, huh? If I don't fill these other spots. Imagine literally having multiple man into Ant Maze and not snapping me back. Come on, gamer. No. Oh, no. What if I do this? I think I'm doing this. I'm gonna do this. Final answer. Final answer. Shadow King Valk, I believe, chat. Shadow King Valk, I believe. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, baby, a triple. Ah!
Victory. Snap.
Time's up.
Ian was hoping to draw Shauna, obviously. Then we win because we win the breaker.
Victory.
I think comparing Alioth to Shang-Chi shows you really don't understand like how tech cards play out in Marvel Snap in general. Shang-Chi's a card that you could kind of choose to play around in deck building and also choose how you're playing your cards out. If Shang-Chi unconditionally killed things in lanes, it would be more comparable to Alioth, but the fact that you can duck Shang-Chi by controlling your power gives you an access to maneuver on, and the fact that Shang-Chi is a card that explicitly wants to go second makes other counterplay cards like Cosmo and Armor easier to execute against it. Should they only give you 8 health in Conquest? So I've talked about this before, but I actually think the 10 starting health in Conquest is singularly one of the worst numbers they could have picked. In my opinion, health totals in Conquest should probably be 8 or 12. If you want the games to be extra short, 8 means it can just be one and done after someone loses a big game. But I think 12 would be nice, so that way you could lose an 8 cuber and have a statistical likely chance of actually coming back. $11 is worse than 10. Yeah, fine. Technically correct. Yeah, I think it would be cool if, like, they would split it up, maybe. Like, I think doing 12 for... I think doing 12 for Golden Infinite would be cool, while you do 8 for Silver and Proving Grounds would be fine. I'd be into that. This is actually better, right? So I put more squirrels here. The bird can't move because it didn't attach to anything.
Victory.
Crouching Shag, hidden Valkyrie. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my deck full of really good tech cards seems good. I've talked about this before, but there's a real floor on how bad your deck can be when you're playing Shang-Chi and Shadow King, right? Like, those are both very powerful Marvel Snap cards.
Snap.
Echo and Isla Silence kind of sucks. I mean, does it? I just play here, right? And then if he gets pulled middle, he doesn't get got by Echo. Seems fine for us. Actually, and this is a little thing, I am going to go Shauna and then Invisible Woman because if Shauna peels a 0, I want a 0 Invisible Woman, not 0 Blue Marvel or Valk or something else next turn. Ooh, magic. It's the blue Marvel I wanted for Christmas. Oh, you know what? I should have moved one of these last turn to try and pull one of these center. So that way I could play Dazzler somewhere else where she could actually do something. We did Declaw. Yeah, maybe? No, because I'm going to go to 20 here, right? Because this is a blue Marvel. Yeah, we'll play Dazzler to say we play Dazzler. Not that she does anything here, because there's an Echo here and an Isle of Silence here. Okay, cool.
Victory.
ever worth going after... Is a variant ever worth going after a Spotlight Cache if I have 4 keys? I mean, you're literally just chasing a cosmetic, so no, it's not ever worthwhile spending resources to get a cosmetic if your goal is to get cards. It is technically always a spew to chase cosmetics, chat. If the cosmetics will make you happy, then go ahead and be happy, but no, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's always a spew.
Oh, snap.
And then we Dazzler middle, because they had Echo in the middle. Spotlight variants aren't available other ways. They are not. Yeah, they said they might eventually do repeats, but that would be the exception, not the norm. And that if they did do repeats, they would be in more premium ways. I think Ham's a super solid pickup, Caboose. I actually just recently did a review of my thoughts on all the best Series 4 and 5 cards. If you want to hear me talk about which ones I think are good, bad, and why. It's just Shang here. Remember that the vault is going to reopen on the last turn. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Josina Martyr whenever that releases. Is it this? I think it's this. Points just put me 2 on the left. I'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm tying an onslaught in the middle. I think I lose the left by 1. No, because I lose the Omega Red bonus. Do I win middle? It's gonna be real close. Are we 1 short? Oh my gosh, I'm 1 short. Rip. Stupid Super Scroll. Honestly, the fact that these games are close, despite the fact that we're playing against a Super Scroll Echo deck, I think kind of says that we might have some okay stats here. Like, their deck has 2 tech cards that are hateful against us. We're still kind of limping through. Hey, thanks to 11 months, Cross. Welcome back. I don't want to do this one here because I want to be able to play things out of the start tower, right? I need Martyr and Gene. Need's a strong word for both of those cards. There isn't currently a single competitive deck that plays Gene, nor has there ever been. The jury is very much still out on Martyr. Their Iron Lad hitting Spectrum through Subterranea. And Valkyrie, at least, I suppose.
All systems go.
Today's deck highlight is a masterpiece. It's great to stuff alive. Glad you're having fun with it, Scholar. Yeah, it's very, very good anti-meta deck for sure. Glad you are having fun with it. You want to see that deck highlight? Be sure to check out the Glandia Snap YouTube channel as always. Tons of great content on there. I don't think we're going to be big enough to win the left, huh? Is the problem? Well, I guess they lose their Omega Red bonus. I think we lose by a little bit because of their scroll again, right? Sad. I didn't realize Shang was going to be able to kill Ant-Man. Maybe I should have played that right, or played that to the left instead of blue marveling. I could have gone Shang. I could have gone Shang, Squirrel Girl, Martyr, and moved Jeff. That would have ended up winning the game. I should have been thinking about this. Hey, D20 Bandit, thank you for the over 5 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. We seen Martyr move yet? We have not. I don't know. I would, like, outside of Bar with No Name or Fisk Tower, Martyr's really not going to move that often in a lot of the decks that are built right to leverage her gamers. Just like the long and short of it. I give a couple more matches on this one, and I think I want to try a Moon Girl take. Oh no! And even Fist Tower, right? Like, we're just gonna fill Fist Tower and then it won't be a concern? Yeah, literally her biggest drawback is that she dies to Killmonger. As an accurate, reasonable take. Yeah, you have significantly more control over how Martyr moves at the end of the game than you do something like Titania. That is accurate. Titania is like exclusively a turn 6 play in a lot of decks, whereas like Martyr you could just play to the board early. A lot of these Loki decks are Luke Cage decks, so I assume this Necrosha is very bad for us. Ooh, thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Shauna. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Quite literally how we drew it up. Alright, I want to draw Blue Marvel next turn, and then I want to draw Valkyrie on the last turn, huh? How is this deck? I think this style of deck has basically always been better than it's often given credit for, but I also think it feels so terrible to lose to Killmonger with a deck like this that, despite being okay, most people will never touch it because of the negative bias associated with playing it. Matches have to be set up a month in advance, right? Typically. Alright, Valkyr Shadow King. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh, their Falcon means we took priority, so we're probably dead. Sedge. We have to shrink some of their stuff a little bit, but... Does that be good with Kyria? Probably not. You'll have... Kyria basically just gives you less polarized matchups. I'm not sure that I really expect her to make a deck like this truly good, though. Like, these decks aren't just only okay because Killmonger exists. Other decks like that make linear numbers go over the top of you. But I guess with Shadow King, Shang-Chi, and Valk, maybe it's fine. I don't know. The tech cards do a lot of heavy lifting here, so maybe Kyria is enough. It's hard to say. Is Martyr better than Hawkeye? Yeah, probably. It has not been difficult to just like passively fill the board. This is a Khazar under the Dark Dimension for us. So we're gonna get a little bit bigger left and right here. The double Elsa is a little worrying though. Oh, what's the last one? Oh, damn it. So close. And that's a big part of why the bound shells are so good, right? Like, that game was fully decided by the fact that their Falcon let them punt priority going into turn 6, so our tech card couldn't get them. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. We're not gonna sweat on him. Sorry, I put it. Oh. I've been playing all hour and I've yet to run into Martyr. I don't expect Martyr to be a super popular card. My expectation is that it'll probably be like Gladiator in power level, meaning it's playable and maybe even optimal in a number of shells, but also not compelling enough for most people to spend resources on. It's also half the collector's tokens that Gladiator was, though, so there's a slightly more appealing on that axis. I can have her a token just to have her because she's only 3k. Yeah, I mean, realistically, we're probably going to play an okay amount of Martyr on this channel just because I like kind of tricky, cards like that. She plays into a lot of the types of decks I typically enjoy playing. Hey, Dude Light, thank you for the 58 months. Life's treating you all right? Hope you're having fun poking back in. The rogue doesn't really bother us and might end up messing them up a little bit here, huh? Because if they want to activate effects here, they have to play. Well, they just can't activate any cards here this turn because they have to play into here. With them having Invisible Woman, our Valk doesn't really accomplish anything, so we'll just Blarvel, obviously. And then, honestly, we're kind of hoping to draw Shauna, huh? So we can fill the kiln. Shauna or Jeff. Jeff would be a great draw. There's our gal. It's just this, right? We got the triple. LOL. LOL. Is Ghost a consideration for this deck since your tech cards don't want you to have priority? Invisible Woman is basically better Ghost. That gives you the option